Hello, good morning, Empowered Tribe. It's been a while since I done a video, but I thought I'm gonna try this new thing, a daily kind of a I wouldn't say a daily devotion, but kind of like that, where just something to meditate and think about throughout the day. I myself love meditating, and I don't sit in a space quiet to meditate. That's just not how I do it. I typically kind of, read some meaningful stuff, a quote, or in this case, I actually wanted to share with you this book that I found. It's called The Book of Awakening. At first, I thought it was just a book about spiritual awakening because I was going through that. If you're not too sure what spiritual awakening is, I would definitely share more down the road. But turns out that this book is actually more like a what do you call it? A daily thought kind of a thing. And I really want to start this new series where I am going to be sharing from the Book of Awakening. This book is actually by Mark Nepo, and it's I find it very meaningful. Some of the things that is written in there, very simple things that we take for granted from day to day. And on a daily basis, I really like to ground myself in just the simplicity of life, because life is so complicated, and sometimes we forget to really look at ourselves and look at the stuff that is around us, the people that's around us, and really stay grounded in that gratefulness, instead of letting the bad stuff overwhelm us. So today's thought is, I'm going to read you from here. It says, "Where we've been. I've been born again and again, and each time I have found something to love. Our ability to find something to love and to love again for the first time depends greatly on how we resolve and integrate where we've been before. A great model for us exists in the chambered nautilus, an exquisite shell creature that lives along the ocean floor. The nautilus is a deep-sea form of life that inches like a soft man in a hard shell fighting his prayers along the bottom. Over time, it builds a spiral shell, but always lives in the newest chamber. The other chambers, they say, contain a gas or liquid that helps the nautilus control its buoyancy. Even here, a mute lesson in how to use the past, live in the most recent chamber, and use the others to stay afloat. Can we, in this way, build strong chambers for our traumas, not living there, but breaking our past down till it is fluid enough to lose most of its weight? Can we internalize where we've been enough to know that we're no longer living there? When we can, life will seem lighter. It is not by accident that the nautilus turns its slow digestion of the bottom into a body that can float. It tells us that only time can put the past in perspective. And only when the past is behind us and not before us can we be open enough and empty enough to truly feel what is about to happen. Only by living in the freshest chamber of the heart can we love again and again for the first time." So, I don't know if you heard what I read, but for me, I think it's really meaningful because um, depending on how your life experience went in the past, we all have some sort of traumas in our life, and um, sometimes we still live in those traumas, right? Because our mind takes us back to where we were, and different things in our life triggers us and brings up stuff within us, and it seems like we're kind of stuck in a place where we were still where we were at when the trauma happened. um, I personally myself struggle with that. I would say it's an ongoing journey, and that's why a reading like that is really helpful for me to ground myself in knowing that, the past is the past, but live in the now. And when you live in the now and you put the past behind you, you are able to fully be yourself, be fully present, and to fully embrace the goodness that is within us and the goodness that's around us. Because the past doesn't dictate the future. And sometimes with the busyness and the just the mundane day-to-day stuff, kind of blinds us to see what is happening around us, and to really put things in perspective for us about what truly matters. Um, I think when you're present, you are more ready to love others, you are more ready to give, you are more ready to embrace, the little miracles that happens around you. Well, I hope the start of this series would bring some meaningful reflections for you, Empowered Tribe. And I really hope that maybe something to think about, if you're dwelling in the past, or if the past still continues to follow you on a day-to-day basis. Do you need to ground yourself and to reflect upon what is truly meaningful to you in the now? And hopefully the sharing today serves you, and I hope to share another thought tomorrow and see what you have to share. If you do have any feedback or any thoughts about what I shared today, feel free to comment below. I look forward to hearing more and sharing more. And I really want to thank you so much for your support, my Facebook group people. I know that off and on I've been posting, but I truly appreciate your support. And really, the goal of this page is to bring support, to bring love to all of you who are struggling out there, to bring some motivation, to bring some enlightenment, to bring some encouragement, because this is a support group. This is for us to share and be vulnerable with each other within the walls of the page, and to share insights. We all go through different experiences in our lives. Yours is different from mine, but we have so much and so much to learn from one another. And really, it's important for us to, feel open, to feel that we can share with each other about what's going on in our lives. I want this page to be of support to you, and I want it to be interactive. So I really would love for you to share with me what you're looking for on this page. And I want to be more involved and to really build a tribe, an empowered tribe. Where we can really truly support one another and be there for one another, regardless of where we are at in this world. I hope this serves you, and I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Please continue to support the page. Please invite others who are struggling to as well to join the page, because I really want it to be a support for us to feel empowered and to be able to bring encouragement to one another and to pay it forward, as well as receive the gifts from one another. Well, you have a good day. I hope this thought serves you well, and that it gives you a different perspective about appreciating the simplicity in life, and building a brand new life. You're a brand new person every day, and every day we have the opportunity to be different, to live differently, to do things differently. And so let's not dwell on the past. Let's not live for yesterday. Let's live for us today, for the loved ones today, and to be the better and the best version of ourselves today. Well, you have a good day, and I'll see you again.